John Doe. John Doe is probably one of the most famous myths in Roblox history. If you played Roblox around 2017, chances are you heard the terrifying rumor, John Doe is coming to hack your account on March 18th. But who is John Doe? Well, he's actually just one of Roblox's oldest test accounts, created by the developers way back in 2006. His partner, Jane Doe, was another test account. They were completely harmless. But because the name John Doe is often used for unknown people, players started spinning spooky stories about him. According to the myth, John Doe wasn't just a test account. He was an all-powerful hacker. People claimed he could log in even when his account showed offline, and that anyone who saw him in-game would get hacked instantly. There were also stories about him sending creepy messages to random players, or that he could control your avatar without permission. The internet ran wild with theories, and soon, YouTubers fueled the fear by making videos about the danger of logging in on March 18th. Roblox eventually stepped in and confirmed that John Doe wasn't a hacker, just an old test account with no special powers. So yeah, John Doe was never an evil mastermind, just a spooky-sounding name that got out of control. But hey, if you ever see him in a game, maybe just run, just in case. The Smile Room. The Smile Room is one of the creepiest myths in the world of Roblox. It's a twisted, eerie legend about a mysterious door that hides something terrifying inside. At first, it looks like a regular entrance, but if you get closer, you'll notice something very wrong. Instead of a normal room behind the door, there's a giant mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth. Yup, you read that right. A mouth instead of a room. The legend says that once someone steps inside, the door slams shut and the room eats them. No escape, no second chances. Just gone. Forever. The teeth chomp down and the poor victim disappears into the darkness, never to be seen again. Some players claim they've heard distant screams while exploring, as if the Smile Room's victims are still trapped inside, calling for help. Others say it moves around, appearing in different places like a predator looking for its next meal. What makes the Smile Room so horrifying? Well, aside from the whole getting eaten alive thing, it plays with one of our biggest fears, the unknown. A door should lead somewhere safe, right? But this one leads straight into the belly of a nightmare. And let's be honest, there's something very confusing about a room having teeth. Like, what's next? A fridge with eyes? A couch that bites? One thing's for sure, if you ever see the Smile Room, don't step inside. Guest 666. The Guest 666 has haunted players for years, but nobody really understands it. It's about a mysterious player known as Guest 666, who was no ordinary guest. Unlike regular guests who were harmless and couldn't chat, this one had strange abilities. He could type in the chat, control games, and even hack other players. The legend says that if you ever saw Guest 666 in a game, weird things would start happening. Lights would flicker, strange messages would appear, and sometimes the game would suddenly crash. Some players reported seeing red, glowing eyes staring at them from the darkness. Others claimed he could teleport and even ban players on the spot. Many thought he was a hacker, but some believed he was something much worse, a ghost, a demon, or even a cursed entity trapped in Roblox forever. The scariest part, some say he still exists. Even though guests were officially removed from Roblox in 2017, players have reported mysterious sightings of a red-eyed guest wandering around, watching, waiting. If you ever see him in a game, it's best to leave immediately before he notices you. Why is Guest 666 so terrifying? Because nobody really knows if he was real, a hacker, or something supernatural. And let's be honest, there's nothing more unsettling than seeing a guest when they aren't even supposed to exist anymore. That's like seeing a dinosaur at a bus stop. Something's just not right. Dead Silence. The Dead Silence myth is based on the popular game of the same name. This isn't just about a creepy player or a haunted account. It's about a game so disturbing that some players claim it feels too real, like it's watching you. The game Dead Silence was created as a horror experience based on the urban legend of Mary Shaw, a ventriloquist from the horror movie Dead Silence. In the game, you explore dark, abandoned hallways, long tunnels, and scary rooms while being hunted by something unseen. The game is filled with sudden whispers, flickering lights, and jump scares that make players feel like they're never alone. But here's where the myth gets even creepier. Some players believe there's a hidden version of Dead Silence, one that shouldn't exist. According to the legend, if you enter the game at exactly 3 a.m., you might find secret rooms that weren't there before. Some claim they've heard voices calling their real names, even if they never shared them in-game. Others have reported strange events outside of Roblox, like their computers glitching, lights flickering in their room, or even feeling like someone is watching them after they exit the game. Unlike other Roblox myths, dead silence doesn't just scare you in the game. It makes you wonder if it's reaching beyond the screen. Is it all just clever programming? A ghost story blown out of proportion? Or is there something truly haunted about this game? One thing's for sure, if you ever decide to play Dead Silence alone at night, good luck. And whatever you do, don't talk to Mary Shaw. User 1111. This myth is one of Roblox's most known hacker legends. It tells the story of a mysterious user with the strange username 1111, who was rumored to be an all-powerful hacker capable of taking over games, corrupting accounts, and causing total chaos. The myth began back in the early days of Roblox, when players reported seeing a strange username in their games, followed by strange events, objects floating, players getting randomly banned, and entire servers crashing without warning. Some even claimed that he could control other players' avatars and make them do creepy things like typing weird messages or moving on their own. People believed that 1111 wasn't just one person, but an unstoppable virus capable of jumping from game to game, infecting accounts and causing destruction wherever it went. The name itself looked like code, making many think it was some kind of glitched AI that had gone bad. But here's the truth, 1111 started as an inside joke by Roblox developers. The name was originally used in a test script for admin commands, but players quickly turned it into a terrifying myth. Of course, some hackers later used the name to pretend to be the legendary figure, which only fueled the rumors. So, is it real? Not exactly, but the fear he created was very real. And honestly, a hacker who can crash your game with a blink? That's scarier than running into a lag spike during a boss fight. Red Room. The Red Room in Roblox is based on the real-life internet myth of a Red Room, which is said to be a hidden part of the deep web where people are kidnapped and forced into horrific situations while being watched by a live audience. The Roblox version of the myth follows a similar concept, but with a terrifying twist. The story goes that some players have encountered a mysterious game called Red Room. There's no official listing for it. It appears randomly and can't be found in search results. Those who somehow join are greeted by a completely red screen, eerie music, and disturbing whispers in the background. As they walk around, messages appear, asking personal questions like, "Do you want to stay?" Or even worse, "Do you think you can escape?" The deeper you go into the game, the more disturbing it gets. Some players claim they've seen distorted figures watching them from the shadows, while others say their avatars became frozen, unable to leave. The worst part? Some who played Red Room said their real-life computers started acting weird, as if something had followed them out of the game. The Red Room myth is so terrifying because it plays on a fear we all have. The idea that a game could somehow reach out into real life. And honestly, if you ever see a random unlisted game called Red Room, maybe just don't click it. The Black Death. The Black Death is a mysterious Roblox game that scared the life out of players, literally. It wasn't just a spooky name. This game was seriously haunted. Players who claimed to have found it said it was an eerie, abandoned place, covered in a thick black mist. There was no music, just dead silence, except for strange whispers that got louder the longer you stayed. Some said they saw shadowy figures moving in the fog, while others swore their screens glitched whenever they got too close. The real fear kicked in when people reported weird stuff happening outside the game. Some players said that after visiting the Black Death, their Roblox accounts started acting up. Games crashing, avatars changing randomly, and even friends disappearing from their lists. Others claim they got strange in-game messages from users that didn't exist. And then, one day, poof, the game was gone. Deleted. Vanished from Roblox like it never existed. Some say it was just a Roblox legend. Others believe the game was removed because it was cursed. Account G0Z. According to the legend, G0Z is a Roblox account that was first discovered by accident. Players who searched for the username claim that the account didn't exist in normal searches, but strange glitches would occur if you tried to look it up. Some claim that their game froze, the chat flooded with strange symbols, or their avatar's face disappeared completely. Some people say that G0Z wasn't a normal player, but a lost piece of corrupted code, a bugged account that somehow gained sentience. Others believe it was a test profile created by Roblox developers that somehow went crazy. What makes it even creepier? Those who tried to send friend requests to G0Z reported that they received an instant reply. but instead of a normal message, their game would crash. Unlike other myths where the entity is just a hacker or a scary-looking figure, G0Z plays with reality itself. The idea of an account that can manipulate the game, mess with your avatar, or even erase parts of your existence is truly disturbing. Some players believe that once G0Z adds you as a friend, you can never remove them, as if they're always watching. So, if you ever see the name G0Z appear in your friend request, maybe don't accept it, unless you want to find out what happens next. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel for more amazing video game content. Thanks for watching and see you on another journey.